You're a savvy consumer when it comes to the internet, and you'd never click on a phishing email scam, send money to a Nigerian prince, or even download questionable software. But would you wire transfer your down payment to your escrow officer if you received an email with instructions to do so? Well, as reasonable as that request might sound, the FBI warns of a troubling scam that's on the rise. We're going to talk about that next. Stay tuned. My name is allen-rouman, and I'm a real estate agent in Palm Springs, California. This is a serious subject. The FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center reported in May of 2017 that business email compromise scams have reached over $5 billion in losses worldwide. And unfortunately, real estate agents, escrow officers, banks, and the average consumers are now targets. The problem is out there. So how does it happen in real estate, and what can you do to protect yourself from becoming a victim? First, let's define a wire transfer since they're fairly common in real estate. Wire transfers allow banks to communicate electronically, and that speeds up the process of moving money. It's sort of like using PayPal or Venmo with your friend, only for serious money, like the down payment of a house. And the wire transfer system is preferred over personal checks as it avoids the required holding period for funds to clear one bank and move to another. So, despite the rise of scams, wire transfers are still considered more secure than paper checks, and really the only way to transfer money at some banks. So, even with the FBI warnings, wire transfers are perfectly legitimate and safe. There are just precautions you need to take before initiating requests to move money. So if you get a message telling you to start a transfer, the easiest and most important thing to do is verify the email you received is truly from the agent or escrow officer hired for your transaction. It sounds silly, but the number one problem, and this is understandable given the emotional pressure cooker of buying a home, is assuming that the instructions you received are from the people you trust when in fact they're from some con artist somewhere. Let me just paint a bigger picture of what's happening in your life as a buyer and the landscape of the modern world that we now confront. So, you may be buying your first home or your 21st home. Either way, a lot is going on, right? You're navigating the terms of the contract, which might include inspections and maybe some loan issues, working out the mechanics of moving, which is a total hassle in the best of circumstances, and you're relying on other people to do things for you that you can't do yourself. If you have a good real estate agent, you're likely speaking, texting, or exchanging video messages every day. And some of those messages will include things for you to do and that only you can do. So what's one more saying to go ahead and start your wire transfer? After all, you're expecting to have to move money, so why not? Next, we live in a connected world. Maybe you've posted to your Instagram feed that you're moving soon. Maybe you've mentioned that you're buying a new house to some friends and they wish you well on Facebook. Suddenly, something you're rightfully proud and happy about is out in the world, and in a world with lots of prying eyes and competing interests. The joy of social engagement brings with it some risk, but it also brings a lot of pleasure. Or, what if, as the FBI indicates in its bulletin, that your bank or escrow company's email system is hacked and sends messages to all the customers involved in a home purchase? That one small email might be a request to send money, only the bank account you receive information on is theirs in the Virgin Islands. Well, okay, you get the idea. One quick phone call to your real estate agent or escrow officer is the surest way to avoid this trap. Again, the solution sounds easy, so I'll repeat it. Always verify instructions to move your money with the appropriate individuals involved in your transaction. Now here's the second part to stopping this process and protecting yourself. Confirm with those people that the account number in the email they sent is the correct one. In other words, the email might look right, but someone may have inserted a new account number. That one extra step is the sort of belt and suspenders effort that thwarts most of these problems, and it guarantees your money will go to the right place. Your escrow officer won't care. Just like your real estate agent, they're aware of the problems surrounding fraud and they want to do everything they can to protect your money. Now, you can read more about this sort of scam at the FBI's website. That address is www.fbi.gov or the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's website at www.consumerfinance.gov. I hope you found this information useful and that it helps protect you from a mortgage closing scam as you buy or refinance a home. If any of this information is confusing, let me know in the comments section below and I'll do my best to answer questions. As always, please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel to learn of our new videos that are on the horizon. And if you're looking to buy a home in the Palm Springs area, please give us a call. We'd love to interview for your business. We'll see you soon. Thanks very much.